7th of September last year, my brother unfortunately took his own life.
This is a very, very confronting thing to be talking about. So proud of you, bro.
So it's a bungee jump, right?
It's a 130 metre fall and then you sort of swing out.
No one is responsible for an outcome and no one can guarantee something not to happen.
He kept it from us. He didn't want us to worry about him, which sucks, because all we wanted to know was that he wasn't doing okay so we could help him.
You're tuned into the Better Bloke podcast. I'm Matty.
And I'm Rob.
We're just a couple of average blokes who started a charity with one simple mission: to fuck off suicide as the leading cause of death for Aussie men our own age.
We talk shit, ask the big questions, and chat with guests that have been through the ringer and have come out the other side with a story that's worth hearing.
Some episodes will hit you in the feels, some will fire you up, and others will just give you a laugh and remind you you're not the only one out there winging it.
We also run events, connect with the pros, and build communities, all with one goal: build better blokes without all that fluff.
All right, let's get stuck in. Welcome to the couch, Tate Smith. How you doing, mate?
Good, thanks, mate. So?
Yeah, pretty good.
Sweet.
First podcast?
It is, yes.
First anything, isn't it?
Yes, nothing even close to this.
You know that couple of minutes I was saying you're going to be real nervous?
Yeah.
How you weren't until right then? That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Nah, just chat with the boys. It's all it is.
Perfect.
And because, although we know what you're doing, we don't know anything about you. And Maddie told me to find out some stuff about you, but I didn't.
Perfect.
So we get to do this now.
Ask away. I'm ready.
So let's start with it. So we'll jump into what you're actually doing with your involvement in Better Bloke.
Yep.
But you went out and did this without talking to us, essentially. So you obviously kind of knew us outside of talking to us.
Yep.
Do you want to tell us how you first found out about us and sort of what you thought we were and what we were doing?
So originally it's mostly through the Bloke's Advice page. I've been on it for, a couple of years now. Seen things that you guys have done, events that you have held and whatnot. Thought, if there's any way I could help, fucking hell.
Don't stress.
No, that's all good. You just breathe, brother.
Just seeing what you guys do on the page and what you guys are about and, the events you hold for mental health and whatnot, just, hit a bit close for me. And I thought if there's something I could do, I'd like to. So I started up a charity for the Better Blokes to try and raise a bit of awareness, not so much the money side, but just to, bring a bit of awareness out towards it. And obviously the money helps out to bring more events. So, yeah, that's pretty much.
So we'll get into the challenge, but no, it's all good.
Yeah.
So I first found out about what you were doing when I was checking the bank account and money had come in. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Sort of traced it back and I found this GoFundMe of a challenge you're doing and I read about your story.
Yep.
And then I ended up getting hold of you. We had a phone call and we spoke about exactly that.
Yep.
Like it's not so much the funding, but it's about talking about sort of the experiences a lot of us have been through.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why I'm like, you got to do the podcast.
Yeah.
Because it's about getting the story out there more so than that side of things.
That's it.
Can you tell us kind of a bit of a rundown of what you faced?
So 7th of September last year, my brother unfortunately took his own life due to mental health problems. So, fuck.
In your own time, brother.
Yeah.
Like no rush at all.
Yeah, so 7th of September last year, my brother took his own life due to mental health problems. And, it was a bit of a shock for us all. Wasn't really expected. We knew he was facing mental health issues, but we never really thought it would come to this. But yeah, I just thought if there's anything, this is the least I could do. Try and get a bit of awareness out there, spread the message to, let other people know that what they're going through, they're not alone in. There's others out there that face the same thing.
That's cool. I think we can probably kind of circle back to that story in a bit. Let's talk about what you're doing over in Bali and why.
Yeah. I'm facing one of my fears, which is heights, and Nusa Penida, they got a 130 metre sort of rope swing / bungee jump off the cliff face there, which I'm not too keen on, to be honest with you, but, it's a very little thing to overcome.
Have you ever, is that fear that you've got, have you ever done anything? No.
Nothing close, no. I'm, shit scared of heights, so, yeah, it's definitely definitely a new experience.
Well, you've told a lot of people about it now, so we definitely...
That's what I said to my mate. Once I've posted it, that's it. Can't pull out. So once it's up there, that's it.
It's that whole like little bit of accountability.
Yeah.
Like, once you actually say something, you post it to the world. You're like,
yeah.
Oh fuck! Now I have to actually do it.
That's it.
Yeah,
I had the post written, and I was like, had my finger hovering over the post button for like 5 minutes. Like, should I do it? Should I not? And yeah, once I finally posted, I was like, that's it. No going back now. I got to do it. So face the fear head on, and yeah.
So it's a bungee jump, right?
Bungee, well, it's not like head first, but yeah, you jump, it's 130 meter fall, and then you sort of swing out. So bungee / rope swing sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where like they put the harness over you and then
you can jump any sort of way, but yeah, you harness and then you just swing out and come back towards the cliff face after. So
are you going to jump or you reckon they're going to have to push?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'll just close my eyes and sort of fall.
Yeah.
It'll get them to push me.
Stumble over the edge. I think that's how a lot of people do it when they're afraid.
Big flying kick.
As long as you're doing it, that's all part of it.
Yeah. What I can tell you, I've done bungee a few times and skydiving.
Yep.
And the whole anticipation bit is the worst.
Yeah.
It's the
build up.
Them strapping you in, you walking up to that high point. All of that stuff is by far the worst bit.
Yep.
And it melts away very quickly, like immediately. Like while you're in the free fall, it's a gasp for air.
Yep.
And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And then you quite quickly realize, okay, this is okay. I'm okay. And then you just find the fun in it or the exhilaration part of it so quickly.
That's what I keep trying to remember. It's only a few seconds and it's all over. Yeah.
Even while you're swinging back or just on your way back up or whatever it looks like, you're not going to be scared at that point. You're going to be like, okay. The hardest bit's getting yourself strapped up and over the edge. You'll be sweet.
Just got to get to that point first. That's it.
I was watching your face as you're explaining, like, strapped up and doing this, and you're just like, shut up.
I keep thinking about it. I've even been having dreams lately of me, like, jumping off it and just fucking waking up shit scared. But see how we go, I suppose.
I think that's going to be cool that because it is such a big fear of yours to the point where you haven't, like, dreams about in that.
I've had a few of them now, so.
You're still like, not fuck up your way.
I got it. I can't pull out now, so it's posted. Told myself I'll do it, so I got to do it now. Looking forward to that after it, bro. I reckon it'll be a good rush.
And you'll feel accomplished.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What do you think your brother would think?
I think he's definitely proud. He'd probably be giggling, thinking, "No way, piss off! You're not doing that." Like we'd sort of have a joke around. He wouldn't expect me to do something like this, because obviously I've never done anything close to it. But I think he'd definitely be proud, doing it for a good cause and the right thing. So
before we circle back around to that, I want to find out like who you are, like who is Tate. So you like we had chat before, like so you're a North Brizzy boy.
Yep.
Like how old are you?
21.
21. So you're still a young buck.
Yeah, that's it.
And what do you do for work?
Apprentice Sparky at the moment. So currently 4th year Sparky. But yeah, it's not much to me. I'm just average bloke, nothing special.
Don't say that. 4th year Sparkies, are they on $2.70 an hour? Or?
I think it'd be close to $300 an hour. I think
$2.70 an hour, maybe. That's a myth, mate. It's a myth.
I know you're rocking around with these flash new shoes, mate.
It's a bargain. We're just talking about it. But yeah, nothing special about me. Just the average bloke. Enjoy me outdoors, traveling, just fishing, camping, hanging out with my mates. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing special. So,
but you're about to jump off a cliff.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty special.
Yeah, I guess that's not too average then, is it?
Nah, not average at all. I think the thing that sort of this took me a little bit. There was a lot of coaching from Matty actually. 'Cause I was always very much like, no, just average. But it's usually the guys that are just like, oh, no, just average guy, just an average guy. There's usually those little bits in there that's like, that's not average.
It's not average, yeah.
Like you do shit that's not average.
Yeah.
As you were saying that, like I had this feeling inside me. I didn't like you saying that because it's like you can say, yeah, I'm just average. I'm just nothing special. I didn't like the nothing special bit.
Yeah.
Because, each person's super valid as they
special
are.
in their own way.
In their own way.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter like, you don't have to be a fucking rock star. You don't have to be like crazy good at anything. But you're almost signed off as a Sparky, so you've got your career underway. You're a young fella. You got your hobbies with the 4-wheel drive and all that sort of stuff. You're living life and you're doing it well. So I think you should be proud of yourself for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot.
So don't say you're not special.
Where did you go?
Well, no, I actually felt it when he said it, because you said it like 3 times. I'm like, bruh, nah, you got to have a little bit of love for yourself. We spoke about that earlier as well. And it's so hard for blokes to look inwards with love. And we struggle with it as well. I'm not trying to preach.
Yeah.
Like
I'm only just learning to do it now.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Like, it's so fucking hard.
Difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
Off the back of that, when you kind of qualify, and what do you see your next couple of years looking like? Do you have any little plans, any dreams or aspirations you'd like to get into?
Mostly just traveling, go explore, see the world, see what else there is out there.
Yeah, just like all the different bungee jumps around the world.
Oh, possibly. We'll see how this one goes first. We've got to get through the first one, but yeah, no, just have fun, really. Just live, I suppose. See.
I think that's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, no big picture, just have fun for the moment, I suppose. Yeah.
What I do want to get into is sort of the impact,
Yep.
right? Because that's something that affected you so directly with your brother. And what a lot of people feel when they're in that situation is that, they're not going to be missed. They have this sense of hopelessness about their future in the world. And obviously, firsthand it's not true. But we can't disregard their feelings at the time because they're real and valid.
Yep.
The opportunity that you have right now with like sitting on the couches with us, and because it is still such a raw thing that's happened, and like of that heartbreak and what you've experienced, there might be some people that are going to listen to this and go, oh, shit, no one's going to miss me, like Maddie was saying, or it's not going to affect everyone that loves me around. Like, you're in a position now where you're able to look down the barrel of the camera and say, like, hey, this hurts this much, this affected us this much. It wasn't just me. It wasn't just it was a ripple effect, no doubt. It
Yeah,
would have
100%.
affected the whole family.
Yeah, it's definitely, like, we're never going to let my brother be forgotten. And, sorry, well, I completely forgot what you said. That's all.
It literally no stress at all, brother. So it's like with what we were saying, sort of everyone that's having those thoughts or they're in that dark place, they'll be like, no one's going to miss me.
Yeah.
But like, it's very clear, like you miss him a fuckload.
Yeah, 100%. I can tell you that's definitely not true, those thoughts. You're definitely going to be missed. You're loved. Like, there's so much support out there. Yeah.
A lot of people, like, have to deal with, I don't want to say guilt, but a lot of people feel that because, could have done this.
Yeah.
What we've learned working in mental health is no one is responsible for an outcome and no one can guarantee something not to happen.
Yeah.
So no doubt you and the family felt that.
Yeah.
You said there he had his own struggles.
Yeah.
Was he like actively trying to do anything with that? Was it apparent that he kind of bottled a bit too much inside?
I think he tried to, definitely keep it from us because he didn't want it to affect us as much, because Mum's going through her own stuff at the moment as well for the last few years, and I think he didn't really want to let her truly know and affect her any more than what she's been affected at the moment. So he's tried to keep it from us. He had reached out before and talked to me and, told me how he's feeling. That was maybe, 5-6 months before he actually passed. But we never truly knew the extent it was at. Like I said, he kept it from us. He didn't want us to worry about him. He sort of wanted to just keep it to himself, and which sucks, because all we wanted to know was that he wasn't doing okay, so we could help him, and just be there for him, But like you were saying before, there's 1,000 different emotions you go through when you feel this stuff. You're sad, you're angry at them, you feel guilt. You know, you're wondering how could they do that to me? But you know, it's just a normal. Fuck, I don't know where I'm going with this, but fuck, sorry, I just keep getting stuck.
Yeah, don't say sorry either. No, I can imagine the emotional roller coaster is hard. We've like lost people in our circles and stuff.
Yeah.
But your brothers, it's a lot. So I guess the one takeaway of people watching this is probably if they are feeling that way, everyone would rather hear your struggles.
100%. You know, just reach out. If you could see the damage, the hurt that everyone's felt after. Fuck, I don't know. Sorry, I just keep forgetting what you're saying. As soon as you say it, I just forget.
No, don't
halfway.
Swear to brother, like at all. It's like
so nervous.
It's because it's such a thing. Like where, like you're nervous because the camera's here, but then it's also like it's such an emotional thing that you're talking about.
Yeah.
That like don't even apologize at all.
How about we take it away from like obviously focusing on that?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm happy to talk about it. It's just keep forgetting at the moment.
Right.
Just a bit nervous, that's all.
Can we talk about the life of your brother? I want to know kind of who he was. Like you said, he's never going to be forgotten. So how old was he when this happened?
I was 25, so, you know, still only young. You know, he did struggle with his addiction and things like that, which I don't think helped. And sort of being at that age and, you know, not having much for yourself, like he didn't have a stable job and things like that. I think he sort of thought that it was too late to turn around and sort of get back on track, which definitely isn't, you know, but it's hard to see when you're in that sort of depression state, the other side of it, when you're so deep in it. You're not thinking straight, you're not thinking clear. But yeah, the main thing I want to take from this is that there is help out there, and you know, there is ways around it, and there is people that do care and that want to help you, you know. It's hard to see, I know, but it is, and that's sort of what the main thing of why I'm doing this. I just want to raise awareness and get it out there, let people know, you know.
Thank you for doing it. We need as many people as we can, just breaking down the barriers of the conversation, because that's essentially what it is, a stigma at the end of the day.
Yep.
You've had the direct experience of when someone didn't take care of themselves as well as they could have. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you've been through a little bit. Have you been looking after yourself?
I think, as best as I can at the moment. Obviously, just trying to keep busy, keep focused, keep the mind clear. I think it's, you know, I'm going on holiday in a minute. I'm going on holiday in a couple of days, which I think will be good. Time to reflect and just, you know, take time for myself and relax and just mellow out and clear the mind. So it's always good.
With what Maddie just asked, with like, you know, it's good to take the holiday. And have you spoken to anyone about what sort of you went through with like losing your brother and that? Have you been able to?
Yeah, definitely. Especially me and my mum were pretty open about it. We speak a lot, you know, because obviously we've both been through it. So, and a few good close mates, they all are very aware of what I'm going through, and we speak openly about it quite often, which I think is good. But yeah, I think speaking about it more and more often makes it easier. Obviously at first, you know, it's a bit uncomfortable. You don't really want to show your emotions, you know, but I found it definitely does help. Just letting it out sometimes, getting it all out. You just realise at the end you feel so much better. And then, you know, some of my mates have came back and told me stuff that I never knew and that we can relate on and sort of have that bond now. That, you know, we are going through similar things, which definitely is, you know, it's good. It brings the friendship closer, more open, more comfortable. So it's been good. So.
Life has a lot of good things in it, but it's also got a lot of shit things. We focus a lot on the good, share all that part of our life, but everyone's going through some bad stuff too. Some, you know, obviously different phases in people's lives, but talking about that with guys you trust, I think it's really what forges the camaraderie and the mateship. And like, if a mate doesn't want to hear it, is he your mate?
Yeah, exactly. So I think you definitely see who your true mates are at the end of the day when it comes to that. But yeah, no, it's been...
Good, he was going to say
So I was about to say it.
Yeah, he didn't say it.
I had to hold back.
The fast learner.
Yeah. Look, I think we can just about wrap that one up. So when this podcast comes out, I think it's the day of the jump. Maybe the day before. You're still penning a few days. So everyone, we're going to put the link to your socials or whatever down below. We'll get some clips up on Better Bloke as well. I'm sure someone will send us some stuff. We'll put the link to the GoFundMe there too if anyone does want to support you and what you're doing.
Yep.
And that's going to help with the cause of our mission, which is fucking off suicide for Aussie blokes.
Yep.
So
awesome.
I'm actually super excited to watch you jump off this cliff.
I'm glad someone's excited.
Yeah.
I think everyone there except you is going to be excited.
That's it.
No, like again, like what you're doing is like nothing short of amazing. And just even coming on here, like this is a very, very confronting thing to be talking about. And doing so, yeah, like so proud of you, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot.
And like, yeah, but we'll have to chat to you again after, even if it's just, doing a little FaceTime with you going, oi, how'd you go? Show us some footage. But yeah, we'll put it up so everyone can watch you jump off a cliff and watch you face your fears.
Sounds good.
Cheers, brother.
Thank you.
As always, be better. Thanks for tuning in. If you got anything out of this, be sure to show some love on whatever it is that you're listening on and follow us across all our socials.
If you want to know more, head to betterblokeproject.org, where you can learn about the programs we deliver, find out about upcoming events, and donate to the cause of building better blokes.